get a BBL, girl? We see the juice. Tell us the tea. So that. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm like sitting here in front of the lights. Like, it's been such a long time since I've done a sit down video, like probably months. So as you guys can tell by the title, today we have a Q&A. I haven't done a Q&A on this channel in years, okay? And I know I have lots of new subscribers, lots of new Instagram followers that may not know a lot about me. So we're just gonna sit down and do a Q&A, girl, okay? So go ahead and grab a drink, a snack, whatever you want, and let's jump into this video. I have screenshots of all the questions. There's so many questions, so I'm literally just gonna start from all the way at the bottom and just work my way up and just try to answer as many questions as I can in the time frame of this video. But yeah, let's just jump in. So, should I put people's names on here? I guess not. We'll just go ahead and jump into the questions. So this one says, what was it like being a new grad nurse? Did you feel incompetent at first? That's a great question. And to be honest, I feel like every new grad nurse feels a little incompetent at first, okay? So yes, there was definitely a huge learning curve with being a new grad nurse. I kind of was just thrown out there, especially being a new grad nurse in the ICU, which is such a, you know, critical specialty. It's very intensive. I mean, there's a lot, it's just challenging. So yeah, there was definitely a huge learning curve. I did feel like, oh my gosh, who let me out of nursing school? Like, how did I even pass the NCLEX type of thing where you feel like you don't know how to do anything. I always remember back to the day where I didn't even know how to prime an IV line. And I remember asking my preceptor, like, can you just show me how to prime this IV line? And I know that's something that, you know, you think you would learn in nursing school and clinicals and stuff, but you don't always get the opportunity to learn certain things like during your school time. So yeah, it's definitely normal to feel a little incompetent as a new grad nurse, but have no fear, you will learn along the years, and in this career it's ever so learning, so you're always going to be learning new things. Okay, next question. This question is like everywhere, and it's like the first one that I already see here, but I've seen a lot of this question, and that is, are you and your boo living together? So I answered this in a vlog, and no, we do not live together. We have our own separate homes, but we are pretty much always together. We're like together pretty much every day. But yeah, no, we don't live together. If you are new here, or maybe if you're an OG, you already know what I said. I did not want to live with a man until I'm married, and I still stand true to that, okay? That's just my personal, I don't know, it's just like my thing. I don't want to be, you know, playing wife, playing house with anybody. I want to, you know, have that commitment and then feel like, all right, now we can share a household, especially me being already a homeowner on my own. You know, I wouldn't want to like bring somebody in and there's no commitment, and you know. So yeah, no, we don't live together, but we're always pretty much together. Okay, next question. Why did you decide to have a career in healthcare? So for me, really the easy answer to this is that healthcare is very flexible, and that's always something that I wanted, especially in my degree, because, you know, getting a degree and investing into an education and loans and how expensive it is to get a degree, you want to be sure that that degree is going to have a return on investment, right? And a lot of majors out here, unfortunately, don't give you that return on investment. For me, I wanted a career that was flexible, so that was the number one thing. Number two, of course, you know, I'm a natural caregiver. I'm naturally wanting to help people, so I was very drawn to, you know, wanting to help the sick and just make a difference in the world. Of course, I think that's why we all go into nursing and medical fields, is, you know, because of that. So that was another reason. But yeah, probably those are my two main reasons. And I mean, I love medicine, I love science, I love the human body, so all those kind of things really interested me. What is the most memorable moment of 2021 so far? Oh my gosh, I have so many memorable moments. Like, this year has been one of my best years, honestly. Dang, I don't know. I've taken like amazing vacations, so I don't know to pick one. Memorable. Oh my gosh, there's just so many things. Probably my birthday. Like, my birthday this year was very memorable. It was just an amazing time. time. It was just a great time. So maybe my birthday and probably my most recent vacation, which was Aruba, my vacation. So that was definitely memorable. It was an experience. Like actually traveling with somebody like that was an experience. So maybe that's my most memorable. I don't know. I mean, the whole year honestly has been amazing. So many questions about you and Bae living together. Let's see. Is your sister in healthcare and who's older? So no, my sister is not in healthcare. She is also an entrepreneur. She does some digital entrepreneurship. And she's not in healthcare at all. And who's older is me. We are 4 years apart. So I'm 28 and she's 24. Next question. Do you miss working bedside as an NP? So I didn't work the bedside as an NP. So I don't know if she meant like as an RN. But to be honest, no, I do not miss working bedside. That was definitely just a chapter. It was an experience. It was just something, you know, I did it, and would I revisit that? No. So no, I can't really say that I do miss working the bedside. Okay, would you ever live in the city? I mean, never say never. I think if I wanted to just change my environment up and just take a wild chance, you know, just like, let's just try something new. I mean, I could definitely see myself in the city for like a little while. I wouldn't see myself like long-term trying to settle down in a city, especially like having kids and just the whole stress of like school and traffic, and it's just so crowded, and the dangers of a city. I mean, of course it's dangerous everywhere, but I feel like within larger cities there's just a lot more crime, and yeah, so I wouldn't like see myself settling down in a city, but you know, being young and childless, if that ever kind of crossed my mind, I would, but it's definitely not in the plans. I love being a country girl. I love my suburban lifestyle with my backyard and my trees and the birds in the morning and no traffic. Like, that's me with the cows around the corner. Okay, next question. Do you see yourself getting married soon? Yes. I think I've always seen myself like getting married, you know, young, I guess. I mean, that's always been, well, I mean, when I say young, I mean like maybe before the age of like, you know, into like my 30s, I guess. So yeah, that's always been something that I've wanted. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could say I do see it happening soon at some point. So we'll just see. Okay, this is a good question. Would you say owning a med spa brings in enough income to support yourself? Absolutely, 1000% yes. Okay, like I could probably let go of all my other streams of income and just focus on Revitalux. And actually, you know what, let me take that back. I think if I was to combine all my other sources of income, it's like not even what Revitalux is making right now. Like I make, well, first of all, Revitalux is my highest source of income right now, and it's only been a year into business. So that is so shocking. And yes, that means I make more on Revitalux than I do with YouTube, with coaching, with brand sponsorships and affiliate marketing, and literally everything else I have floating around out here, like my book, my everything else that I have going on, my online store. Like you could add all that, and it does not make monthly what Revitalux makes on its own. So that is very shocking, and that's like a huge blessing, and it's definitely something that I've always wanted. Like I've always wanted to structure something that could bring in generational wealth. Like social media is great and everything, but it's not the end all be all, and it never really was. Even with YouTube on here, like I never was the type to have the mentality like I want to make numbers. I'm never like, oh, I want to be making numbers and figures on YouTube and grow the following and have all these crazy brand deals. Like that was never really the goal. It was really something just to do for fun, as a hobby. And of course, yes, social media is indeed a lucrative source of income, but with the med spa, like you guys, it is a huge industry. It is definitely a lucrative money-making industry. So to answer that question, yes. So if anybody's thinking about wanting to start one, I'm telling you guys, you'll be making way more than you will be making as a nurse practitioner working somewhere else, as an RN working somewhere else, as a travel RN, whatever all these crazy hourly rates are and everything. Trust me, you will surpass that with a med spa and being an owner. This one is so funny. She said, does life get better after nursing school? Girl, yes it does. Okay, just strap on your seatbelt, girl, and push through. Because trust me, once you get past that school stuff, you just find a lot more freedom, and you're like in your career, and you can move around different units, different nursing specialties. So yes, it does get better, girl. Ooh, this is a good one. So she said, what is the most powerful way to manifest? So I can't really say, I mean, there's like one is better than the other. I kind of do different styles. So I love to manifest by scripture, which is writing, and I love to write and just like, you know, really write down what I want, like the visions, my dream life, like where I see myself. So I definitely like to write. I like to speak it out loud. So, you know, when I'm doing certain things like meditating or even cleaning or outside, like I like to like say things out loud, you know, be grateful and the things that I'm like, you know, manifesting. So scripture and speaking, and of course visualizing. You know, it's okay to daydream like children, where you're like, you know, just you want to be an astronaut and you're thinking about yourself in the astronaut suit, and it sounds crazy, but it's okay to daydream and have those huge dreams. So every now and then, you know, just sit down, close your eyes, just visualize yourself in that type of life that you want, or in that career that you want, in that car that you want, if that's what you want, in that relationship that you want, in that marriage that you're manifesting. So whatever it is that you want, it's okay to just close your eyes and see yourself in that. Okay, so this one says, do you struggle with any mental health issues? So, I mean, right now at the moment, I can say, I mean, I'm doing well. I have in the past struggled with, you know, anxiety and depression, like actual clinical, severe, you know, not just like, oh, I'm a little anxious, I'm a little sad. Like, no, I've had clinical debilitating depression and anxiety. So yeah, I mean, with those kind of mental health issues, are you ever really cured? I don't know. Am I okay right now? Yes. So who knows, you know, if I was to relapse or things would happen. But, you know, right now, thankfully, I'm doing great. I feel very clear. My mental health is way stable. It's just like on point. So everything's going good. But, you know, yes, I have in the past, and just something to kind of work through. Okay, this is also a frequently asked question. It's like everywhere. Do you want kids? If so, how many? So yes, I do want kids. I don't know how many. I think I'll have to see, like, after the first one, how the experience goes, you know, how pregnancy goes, like, you know, I have to like experience it. And if it's okay, you know, maybe I'll want to. I think that my max would probably be 2. So anywhere from like 1 or 2. So yeah, I do want kids, 1 or 2. This one's juicy. She says, did you get a BBL? Girl, we see the juice. Tell us the tea. So that was also like a frequently asked question, a lot about like plastic surgery and weight gain and things like that. So no, you guys, I did not get a BBL. Trust me, if I had a BBL, like my waist would be looking way different. It would be looking way different. And I know y'all see my swimsuit photos, and it does not look like no lipo waist. So no, I did not get a BBL. I haven't had lipo, none of that crazy stuff. I did gain weight. I've gained 25 pounds since last year, and I absolutely love it, girl. I love my weight where I'm at right now. And it kind of went everywhere. So it went, you know, to my face. I've been getting questions about like the fillers and stuff. No, have not done nothing to my face. But yeah, the weight went to like my face, my arms, my thighs, hips, and butt. I've always been kind of curvy in that area naturally. But of course, with gaining weight, a lot of it went there. So again, not mad at that. That's kind of like the genes that we're kind of running in my family. Some of it did go to my stomach, so I am actively like, well, let me not say actively, girl. I am going to start to work out and, you know, try to slim down the waist, like bring a little bit of the belly fat down. Because, you know, with weight gain, it goes everywhere, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm just going to start to like work on some abdomen workouts. Everywhere else, I love the weight, but you gotta get the stomach on flat, girl. But no, I did not get a BBL, you guys. Like, no. And I probably would never get a BBL. That's not a surgery that I really want to do. I mean, it looks crazy. I've watched like recovery videos, just, you know, just out of curiosity. Like, I always love to watch those kind of videos. And it seems aggressive, and I mean, I've had friends and stuff that do it. Some of the results look beautiful, so it's just not something that I want to put my body through. Yeah, even lipo, like I mean, it would be nice to really get that lipo waist, especially with the way that my body is shaped now. I'm like, girl, if I was to get lipo, like, I'll be snatched. But no, I feel like I'm scared to get lipo too, because those, I don't know, it's just risky procedures. And like I said, it's just not something that I want to put my body through. So yeah, to answer the question, no BBL. Hey, will you ever talk about last year that was difficult for you? So yes, if you're an OG, you may know that last year in 2020, I took a break from social media. I was gone for like 3 months. I was going through a really tough period with depression, and I mean, very severe, like debilitating, like I said earlier, like mental health. A whole chaos occurred in my brain with my neurotransmitters. So yeah, I mean, at this point, it's been about a year. I'm actually about to hit like my 1-year anniversary of the breakdown, and I put it in quotation because it was that like monumental that I remember the exact day where like the whole, like it just went downhill. So yeah, I do plan on speaking about it soon. Honestly, I've been wanting to. I just don't know how to go about it. Like, I didn't know if I was going to talk about it in a book or on a podcast or in a video, or was it going to be just an Instagram caption? Like, I'm not sure, but I mean, definitely, I mean, I feel like I'm at the point where, yes, I want to share it. I feel like, you know, especially to bring awareness and kind of let people know, like, I got through it. So if you're going through stuff, like, you can get through it too. So mainly just to like bring awareness and help others. But yeah, definitely, I do see it coming soon. I just want to like, you know, kind of organize my thought process and figure out how I want to deliver that story, because it's a story. It is a testimony. It's a chapter in my life. And, you know, I just want to deliver it properly. But yes, I will be talking about that. Oh my gosh, this whole page is like the same person. Girl, she sent like 10 questions. Okay, let's pick one. Okay, this one says, what's your favorite time of year and why? So around this time, you guys, like the last 3 to 4 months of the year is my absolute favorite time. So like September, October, November, and December. I love it. I just love, number one, I love the weather. So it's amazing, like fresh, cold, like cool, crisp weather. And I feel like, you know, it's just a time to like really wrap up the year, kind of reflect on the past year. It's also like grind time to kind of like hit your yearly goals. And it's holiday season, so it's just a lot going on. It doesn't feel like it's just like a random day. I feel like it's just, I don't know, it's like a fast-paced time for some reason. I don't know, but I love this time of year. So this is a time where I'm like glowing, extra smiley, extra happy, because it's like my favorite months. Okay, she also asked, what is the most valuable thing in your life? Wow. Oh my gosh, I have 2. So number one, I would have to say my health. I think health is extremely valuable, and I will have to say it, knock on wood, I am generally a healthy person. I mean, so far in my 28 years of life, like I've been generally healthy. I had a healthy childhood. You know, I wasn't one to really get sick and, you know, have a whole bunch of like childhood hospitalizations and surgeries and, you know, all that kind of thing. So my whole life, I feel like I've been generally healthy. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I really, truly value my health. I mean, you guys, let's not take our health for granted. Like, there's so many diseases and conditions and illnesses and just so much. Like, I mean, having a health condition is so debilitating. Like, it can literally flip your entire life over and just change your whole quality of life and everything. So yeah, I mean, my health, as long as I have like eyesight, I have my limbs, like my lungs work, my heart is pumping, like I don't depend on medication or machines. I mean, let me not go into this, but yeah, my health is very valuable to me and my family. So family is like, it's just huge to me. Like, I'm so grateful that I have a mother and a father and a sister, and, you know, my family's healthy. I'm nearby them. You know, so many people don't get to like grow up with their family, or, you know, they're just so far apart, or, you know, unfortunately there's deaths in the family. And so yeah, I'm just grateful I have like my close-knit, you know, my immediate family is healthy and alive, and those 2 things are probably like the most valuable to me. All right, let's go into the next page. These are good questions, you guys. Okay, this one says, how do you keep everything so private? So I mean, you just have to realize, like, with being a content creator, you are free to share as much and as little as you want. So how to stay private is just by not sharing the things that you don't feel like putting out there. I mean, social media is so huge. You have to realize, like, there's just so many different eyes on you, and not everybody wants the best for you. And I mean, it's a lot of crazy stuff, and privacy and safety and a lot of stuff. So I think, I mean, how to be private is just you just don't share everything. And sometimes, I mean, it could be a little hard because with being a YouTuber and with having like an audience, I see you guys as my friends. Like, there's so many times where I just want to like pull my phone out and like share certain moments, or like grab the camera and like want to record something for part of the vlog. But then, you know, the back of my head comes as like, wait, no, not everybody on here is your friend. And it kind of sucks because, you know, like I said, I do see my audience as friends, but then you have to realize, like, no, not everybody does, you know, is gonna see that and receive it as like a happy, you know, I don't know, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, how to stay private is just by just staying private and just sharing little bits and pieces, but not putting your whole everything out there. Okay, next question says, how do you deal with criticism for not working as a traditional nurse practitioner? So I really haven't received like much criticism, honestly. I mean, I haven't seen it. I'm sure it's out there, but I haven't really received it. And the way to deal with that is just to literally ignore it. Like, who gives a flying, who cares? Like, who cares? I could really care less if people was like, she's not even a real nurse practitioner, or she's not even a real nurse. Like, I don't care, girl. My bank account looks good. I'm happy. I have freedom. I love my med spa. I love what I do. Like, it's bringing income in. Like, it's just, I mean, you just ignore it. So go after what you want to do. You know, ignore all the like the back talk and everything, and just be happy. Do what makes you happy. Peace is a priority. So okay, what inspired you to open up your own spa? Was that always a goal before you went to nursing? So no, it wasn't always. Okay guys, sorry, my camera reheated. I think I was in the question about opening the med spa. Was that a goal before I went to nursing? So no, it actually wasn't a goal. It was something that kind of came along the way in my career journey, my career path. It kind of really all aligned for me because, you know, my goal was to be an entrepreneur, and specific, a nurse entrepreneur. Like, that was a dream and a goal, to be able to like merge my nurse practitioner training with entrepreneurship and be able to like do my own thing. And I really was like, how do I do that? Like, I didn't want a practice per se, like, you know, family practice and stuff. And, you know, I came across like the wellness industry and IV hydration and body contouring and skincare and like the world of aesthetics, and literally everything kind of just started to fall into place, like right when it needed to fall into place. Like, I kind of started to learn about this my last year of MP school. And yeah, once I graduated, I was like, that's what I'm doing. Let me take boards and get this going. So no, it really wasn't a goal before I started nursing. I think it was all like divine timing, and it was truly like falling into my purpose. So it's amazing. But yeah, someone says, you know, we are all dying to see who gets to travel and share life with you. Is it bae? So not always. I mean, like I said, this past trip to Aruba was my first vacation. So I actually haven't traveled with a bae or my bae ever until now. So it's always different people. I travel a lot with like my mom, my parents, my sister. I travel with friends. So I always have like a travel buddy, which is something I'm like so grateful and blessed to have, because not everybody has that luxury to just be like, hey, do you want to go to like Tulum with me? Do you want to go to Aruba with me? So I'm glad I have people in my life that can share that love of travel for me. So yeah, it's always kind of different people. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna answer a few more. Let's see. When are we meeting Boo? That sexy ass Boo thing. Love you, sis. I'm so happy for you. I'm not sure, you guys. There's no plans to like put him on the channel or put him on Instagram or, you know, show his face and everything. So don't be waiting for that. If y'all see him, best believe there's gonna be an emoji or a whole scratch off on his face. So don't wait for it, girl. Don't hold your breath, because it's not happening anytime soon. There's a lot of questions on that. Like, a lot of people say, when are you gonna show your boo? Like, yeah, I don't have a time time frame, like maybe after marriage, maybe it's not even like, yeah, I'll show you guys when I get married. I'm not sure. Like, I may not ever want to share my relationship and my marriage, etc. So I don't know, girl, but stay tuned. We never know. We just go with the flow. If it just feels right one day, it's gonna feel right, and y'all gonna get to meet the bae. So okay guys, so my camera is actually dying right on time. I actually got to the last page. I answered really the most that I could, the questions that I felt comfortable with. So thank you guys so much for sending in your questions and participating, and thank you guys for watching this video. I definitely plan on coming back with more sit down videos. My office is more under construction, so there's more in here. I feel more like, okay, I can actually sit down and start to get the filming studio and, you know, get back to these kind of videos because I really truly missed it. So leave some recommendations down below as far as like sit down content that you guys want to see. And thank you guys so much for being here, for supporting, for just riding with me all these years throughout YouTube. So shout out to my OGs, and of course shout out to my new followers. Thank you for joining me, and I'm so happy to have you on the channel. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.